Let's start talking now about final preparation for gloss and some of the techniques involved. I've got a surface here that's sprayed with an epoxy surface primer, nice fine surface primer that's been guide coated with acrylic satin black. So some of the techniques, firstly, they mostly revolve around a diamond pattern or cross hatching. The technique is to basically go diagonally through the surface both ways to keep the whole area as fair as you can through the various surfaces that we've already produced a fair surface with the bottom. So on the big open areas like so, we'll commence our diamond pattern technique, and if you can get a good roll on, you just sort of roll the edges off and turn it into a figure eight, but it's more or less still a diamond pattern technique. So I'll just show you. I usually wear a dust mask, of course. Just work in a systematic motion around the surface so that the pressure is the same all over the surface. Just keep working away, figure eights. Normal cross hatching. Until your surface is completely devoid of guide coat. That's what you basically do with all the big flat surfaces. Of course, on boats you have a lot of areas that are coved. All of your angles, all your joins have a nice round cove in them. The way we sand them is with a rolled up piece of paper, generally in the shape of the cove. And then a similar sort of technique where we go from one flat to the other in a diagonal motion and then back the other way. Like so. Trying to maintain a light but constant pressure all the way through with the same amount of pressure on the flats as in the cove. There's no use digging the cove out, pushing in when you're at the bottom of the cove, because you'll disturb the fairness of the surface. Then we come up against areas that have a large radius, like so. It's not very practical to make a coving tool sort of that size. So for that we can use a flexible block and trust our hands. Similar technique again, we're going to go diagonally down through the radius and back the other way the same. From one flat to the other, constant pressure all the way through. Keep on going till all that guide coat's gone. Then we've got sharp corners that require detail right up to the edge. Now, your big block on surfaces like that, you get fairly close to the bottom. But generally, to finish it off, we'll go to a smaller block. Get right down to the bottom using the same sort of motion, diagonally again. And then that very last little bit of guide coat at the bottom there we'll have to take out by hand right at the end very carefully. So generally you can see that the techniques are similar for all the different types of hand sanding tools, and it's all you really need to go through the whole area. And we'll get into some final detail filling at a little bit later on, show you how to get that done.